Step into a brighter future at Better You School. We are ready to nurture young minds from playgroup to grade 5, providing a foundation for a lifetime of learning in a serene Christian setting. Enroll in the ongoing intake. Take a step into a world of discovery and growth. Conveniently located in Barnabas along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway, just 400 meters off Ruby's petrol station on the way to Luna Hotel. We are at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas Sanctuary. To secure your spot, call 0790-899-899 or visit us at Chosen Generation Church Barnabas. Values and education come together to shape a better tomorrow. Better You School, bettering your future.
What's up, God's people? This is your brother and your friend Eric Mungai, and this is the Radical Generation.
There is what we call the chemical imbalance.
Okay.
And this happens in the brain. So this young person who is abusing drugs at the age of 6, you can tell that the brain is still developing.
Yes.
So we talk about the development of the brain for a boy child from 0 age to 25 years.
You find teenagers can't even cook ugali.
And we are very proud saying that, who you have is who? Goes again, another one. So this parent is supposed to be resting and enjoying the old age.
Yeah.
But he's again parenting from 0.
There's no rest for them.
Let us look for treatment facilities.
So we should treat this addiction and mental illnesses as normal physical illnesses.
At least I have 10 or 15 that I know.
Success stories.
They are doing well. Because of the cost implications.
Yeah,
I would love to tell those people with substance use disorder outside there, or the addicts as we call them, that currently we are having Alcoholic Anonymous fellowships.
Mamlaka Television, impacting generations.
What's up, God's people? This is your brother and your friend Eric Mungai, and this is the Radical Generation. We are here at Savannah Cottages in White House area, Nakuru. If you need a home away from home, ample parking, in-room services, spacious rooms, kindly the details are on your screen. Reach out to them and you'll be glad to be away from home. Now today we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic. The statistics that drug and substance abuse, especially amongst the youths, they are startling. You wonder why, and they keep increasing. Things keep getting worse. The number of people who need rehabilitation is getting worse. The number of people who are committing suicide is getting high and high. And things are not going to get better because the economy is still getting tight and tight, but we have to adopt some coping mechanisms. That is why tonight I've hosted a wonderful counseling psychologist, someone who I know is an expertise in this area. I have seen her at work and I have seen credible results from people who she has worked on. Her name is Kate, but she's going to introduce herself more than that. Karibu sana, Kate.
Thank you, Eric.
Welcome to the show.
I'm humbled.
First of all, who is Kate? Nisikuwa nimefanya injustice kwa introduction.
Yes. My name is Catherine Ngoge. I am a counseling psychologist.
Wow.
I also manage a rehab Presbyterian Care Center in Nakuru.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot has happened in Presbyterian Care Center.
A lot has happened. This is our 9th year.
Wow.
And for the last 8 years, we have done quite a commendable job because of the many successful stories of clients who have passed through our hands and they continue to make it in life.
What are the current statistics of drug and substance abuse in Kenya?
The statistics are worrying. Given of the many factors that we currently have. I can say that currently 1 in every 20 Kenyans is affected or is addicted to drugs.
1 in every 20
Yes.
is addicted to drugs.
Is addicted to drugs.
Wow.
We're also talking about the initiating age being 6 years. And sana. So that's why we are saying that as much as the prevalence rate or whatever is happening in our nation, these things are, or whatever the emerging trends, is something that we need to keep watch, and is something that is so much worrying, considering of the many factors that will lead to such a young person to start abusing drugs.
Now, is it the environment or is it the economy? What exactly is leading to these startling statistics?
I say that our environment dictates who we are.
Okay.
And definitely a 6-year-old child will not get the drugs from the pubs.
Yeah, definitely.
These problems are stemming from our homes. What is happening in the home environment?
Okay.
Yeah, very young people coming from toxic families. You know, parents are using alcohol as a coping mechanism. They had economic times, and every person is looking for, what is that thing that can numb my pain? What is that thing that can make me forget about whatever I'm going through?
Now, because the environment is not going to change,
Yeah.
how are these people supposed, especially the teenagers and the youths, kama unasema initiating age ni 6 years,
Yeah.
what are the consequences mtu akianza kutumia drugs akiwa mtoto mdogo? Compared to tini aanze kutumia drugs akiwa in these early years, compared na mwenye atakuja kuuza drugs at 30 huko
At well advanced age.
at a well advanced age.
Yeah.
What is the difference?
I like talking about evidence-based practices.
Okay.
In as much as we want to talk about treatment and prevention. When you talk about what will cause this young person to be more affected, or the effects to be more adverse, or to be more complex than the one who will start using later in life, we go back to the science of addiction.
Okay.
How does it start? And in this case, we talk about the effect of any chemical of abuse to the brain.
Any chemical
Any
abuse.
chemical of abuse to the brain.
Okay.
Number one, when chemicals are abused, there is what we call the chemical imbalance.
Okay.
And this happens in the brain. So this young person who is abusing drugs at the age of 6, you can tell that the brain is still developing.
Yes.
So we talk about the development of the brain for a boy child from 0 age to 25 years. So at the age of 6, the brain is still young, still growing, and still taking shape.
For the boy child is 0 to 25.
To 25
And
years.
for the girl child?
0 to 18 years.
Acha ni kwa unfair. Yaani boy child anakaa hivi kabla akomae.
Yeah.
25 years.
25 years.
And the ladies are 18 years.
Yeah.
The
so,
brain is fully formed, fully mature.
Yeah, don't joke with us.
Is that nature? It's true. Is it true really?
Yeah, that's true according to biology.
My goodness.
Yes.
Hey, boy child, it's okay. So the brain is still forming?
The brain is still forming.
Okay.
And so you can imagine any chemical of abuse that is taken. When you talk about smoking, we say that the smoke will take only 7 seconds for the smoke to hit the brain.
7 seconds.
7 seconds.
For it to hit the brain.
Yes.
Nikipiga hiyo pa. 7 seconds ishagonga brain.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's why you find that the young people who start abusing drugs at a younger age, the effects are much greater than a person who start abusing after 25 years or 30 years.
My goodness.
Because already the brain, and you can look at the structure of the brain. Let's say, for example, if a normal brain is 4 kgs.
4 kgs.
For example, if it is 4 kgs, so this person who starts abusing drugs and the brain is still developing, definitely there'll be a shrinking of the brain.
Oh.
And that's why you find that any chemical of abuse, no matter at what age you're abusing, there'll be poor judgment, loss of memory. Yeah.
Do people know this?
And I think that's why we are talking about evidence-based practices.
Yes.
Give us a clear evidence of what is happening. Initially, we would go to school, and as we talk about matters prevention, we draw a picture of a person who is abusing drugs as a mad person. That is not what is happening.
That is not true.
But we want to give a clear evidence. This is what is happening, especially to the vital organs, so that these young people can understand, in as much as I want to try drugs, what are the other side or the effects of these drugs, and especially to the vital organs.
Wow.
And in this case, the brain. And that's why we talk about the science of addiction. Where does it start? And that's why we are saying that the early one starts abusing drugs, the greater the effects.
Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness. Now, are the effects the same? As in, if I smoke or cut or alcohol, are the effects the same? Or effects varies and differs depending on the DOC?
Exactly. The effects differs according to the drug of abuse, because we also classify drugs in different classifications.
Okay.
When you talk about alcohol is a depressant. So what happens when you take alcohol? It slows the activities of the nervous system. Okay. So this person, we call them the drowners. That's why you find with alcohol, there's no hyperactivity.
Oh.
No, this person just want to sleep and lie low.
It cools down.
It cools down. We say that it slows down the activities of the central nervous system.
Okay.
When you talk about cat or mirror, it is a stimulant. This person is all over. The activities are
all right.
Very high. So the effects will be different from every drug of choice. Yeah.
How about cannabis?
Cannabis is a hallucinogen, and that's why you find that there will be a distorted perception of the reality, what is happening around this person. That's why you find people who abuse cannabis, they are so prone to, getting to a point of being psychotic because of the effects of the hallucinogen, which is cannabis.
Oh, that is interesting. That is interesting. Siko najua pombe ina cool down.
Yeah, pombe we call them the drowners.
Jaba inakupe kirere ni unaanza kwenda kwa horizon. Unaona Kenya ni yako.
True.
Wow. And is there a reverse? Is there a way somebody can be able to reverse? For example, youth ameanza hii story. Amefika 25. The effects, of course, ameanza kuzifeel. Yeah. Is there a reverse?
Normally it depends with the intensity of the damage. Yeah, because the brain is not like the liver that will give you diet and you replenish your liver.
The brain does not get replenished?
I don't think.
Wow.
And that's why some will live with these conditions. You'll find that we've said the earlier we start, the greater the effects. You'll find that these young people at prolonged use of the drug, they have what we call a comorbidity of a mental illness. So you now shift from working on addiction, you start managing a mental condition.
No kidding. Now it's no longer an addiction.
Yeah.
It's a mental illness.
It's a mental illness. And that's why we are very keen, even when these people come to us for treatment. We need to do a proper screening and assessment, because if I treat addiction only, this person will leave and then come back after 3 months, or maybe after the 3 months program, they'll come back and, accuse us that you people are just after money. Because we failed to detect that.
And I was coming there. Kuna mahali utatuambia, does rehabilitation really work? Does it really work? But before we go there, real case scenario, a drug user wa cannabis, real case scenario yenye medeal nayo, yenye uliona this
has gone to the extremes.
Yeah, this is really extreme.
Yeah, in fact, we had one patient, or let me call him a client, and our facility was the 8th one. Yeah, and this is a young man who he's not even yet to 30 years.
And yet he has been in 8 rehabilitation
centers.
Okay.
And that tells you that the earlier you start abusing drugs, the greater the effects. And could be, probably, if I might not be wrong to say that it's progressive. Addiction is a progressive disease.
Explain that.
There's where we start from experimenting all the way to compulsive use.
Yeah.
So being progressive, I think even with the mental issues, it is also progressive, because what makes this person come from one rehab to another 8 times, and there's no improvement. In fact, the last time he left our facility, it was it's like we terminated the program. Because
you guys terminated the program?
Yes, because eventually we saw that this is a person who cannot be able to help.
Yeah. So
many factors not to be ignored, and especially what is happening from the families. I told you, most of these problems are stemming from the families. Sometimes we want to act like angels to our children. You know, we've raised children who they are used to quick fixes. I want money, pap. I want to be changed from this school without getting to know the reasons as to why. And my kid is never wrong. The teacher is the one who is jealous of my kid.
Oh.
So that environment and that upbringing, and again we combine it with chemical imbalance in the brain. You can imagine the kind of a person we are raising.
My goodness.
Yeah? And that's why you find these kids, they have no respect for anyone.
Yeah. And they have a lot of entitlement.
So if it gets to a point that even a treatment center can terminate a program for this particular person, because you pause and you see that in as much as I keep this person here, we are not helping each other.
Wow.
Yeah? And that is the component we're talking about, that this person, as they start abusing drugs early in life, the damage is possibly not reversible because it has already happened. Not like the liver that you can use the diet. So this, before you reconstruct this person again, it's a process. But again, like I've told you, if you look at the structure of the brain, a normal brain will be complete and whole. But the brain that is affected by these chemicals of abuse, you find that it's perforated in a way. Yeah. And that's why you find that when these people, we say that zimemrarukia, we talk about the brain.
Oh, tukisema zimemrarukia kweli, it's real.
It's real. And I wish we can be able to have that photo of that structure of the brain.
Yeah.
And you see how much damage is done. Because unapata ni brain iko na mashimo, imeshrink. So how do you reverse that? It's something that maybe is something that needs to be done. A research needs to be done on how do we replenish the brain. But as we sit, I don't think there's anything we can do.
My goodness. So from what I'm hearing, ni kama shida mob zimetoka kwa familia.
Exactly.
What should we do? Because now we are in a generation, especially the millennials, having gone through a very tough time.
Yeah.
In upbringing.
I am one of
umesota, umeenda bila kiatu shule, suruali imeraruka. Now ukipata do kidogo, you want to overdo with your children. Unasema watoto wangu hawata go through genuinely go through.
True.
Not remembering that what you went through shaped who you are today.
True.
So what should we do to get a balance? Because I think sometimes we are overdoing. We want at the most expensive school.
True.
We don't want the teachers to correct our children. Whatever they want, we are there to give them. How should we get a balance as parents?
I think to answer that, I'm talking from experience because I'm a parent to Gen Zs.
Yeah.
And I'm also a millennial. And I think that we need to have a balance in everything. Sometimes I do it deliberately. I want something. I have no money. You know, you are training that child to wait. You see, now we are those people who are raised who were raised up with a lot of problems, and a lot of values were instilled in us. I remember you could wake up and make your own bed.
Yes.
We are raising children that just wake up and start moving. And later in life, you expect this person who does not even make a bed to be organized in life. It cannot work.
It is not working.
Small things that matters. How am I raised up?
Wow.
Yeah. And you see now, again, we were taught to build our own resilience. You would go to school without shoes, but you are optimistic that I'm gonna work hard, such that when I grow up, I will buy myself a pair of shoes. Yes. I was joking with another therapist, and I was telling her, I am that one person who buys a lot of shoes. I can buy like 3 pairs in a month. And this person was making fun and was telling me, because the inner child in you missed
a lot of shoes. Yeah.
So now that you've got an opportunity, you want to make the younger child happy.
Shoes.
The inner child to feel happy because now I can afford.
Yes.
But you see, now we are raising a generation of children that they even want to control us. Yeah. A friend of mine was sharing with me and telling me that the kids sat them down and they were demanding it from their parents. You guys, tell us, what is your retirement plan? How have you organized your life?
The kids.
Yes.
Call the parents down.
Tell us how you've organized your
My goodness.
your retirement.
Ungefanya hivyo my mom, si anakuwa na nazaa mwingine.
And what are these kids looking after? Yeah? What do you have for us now and after?
So it is their security.
It is their security.
That's selfish.
Being very selfish.
That's very selfish.
And you can imagine, and somebody was telling me that we are the last lot of, children to look after our parent. To look after our parents.
The rest, the generation that is coming.
Us, I don't think there's anyone to look after us.
My goodness.
We need to pray hard.
So ni mtu akijipanga, or you have your own retirement plan properly.
Yeah, wewe jipange kama mzazi. Because gone are the days like when our parents would call us and tell us we need the 1, 2, 3.
Na mnakimbia, mnachanga very fast.
Mnachanga, mnasaidiana. We are raising a generation that is so selfish that they cannot even think of our parents. So I think in everything is having boundaries. Yeah, to what extent can I go? Because sometimes you want to, like you say, you want to overdo things, doing more harm than any good. Because if I cannot train my kid to make the bed, how do I wish that this child will be organized later in life?
It's tricky. You find teenagers can't even cook ugali.
And we are very proud saying that huyo hawezi. At the age of 4, I think I was washing my own clothes.
At the age of 4?
4 or 6.
Yes.
Yeah? And then you are doing a lot of work. It's like ni kama makadogo, where water utapata wapi, kuni,
You're
all
responsible.
These things. Very responsible. And that is what has built us to date. Come to think of morals and values.
Yeah.
We were community children. Every other parent was responsible for me. They will instill to us discipline without even caring huyo si mtoto wangu.
Ungelimwona anybody.
Any parent.
Na ukienda kusema kwenye ulimwa kwanza sababu ulilimwa.
Yes.
Before you explain why you
came. So saizi mtoto wako achapwa shule. You are first one to report. Yeah? So I think we need to go back and, do it collectively. As a parent, I may not... Today, if I tell my sister that the son is abusing drugs, nitaambiwa ninaonea mtoto wake.
That is true.
Yeah? But kitambo, being a community child, any mistake was shared in a
communal way, yeah.
And people would solve problems easily. But today, you talk about somebody's child, wewe uko na wivu na mtoto wangu.
Wow.
Yeah?
This is a different society.
It's a different society. But again, I'm telling parents, we should not die because we want to give the very best to our children. Parents are suffering outside. Why? Because, I want to give my children the best, such that even saying no is a problem. Yeah,
you can never say no to your children.
You can never say no to your children. And that's why you find that a person goes like a lady, gives birth to children, brings them back home. Goes again, another one. So this parent is supposed to be resting and enjoying the old age.
Yeah.
But he's again parenting from zero.
There's no rest for them.
There's no rest for them.
My goodness. Hey, that's kind of unfair.
It's that's very unfair. Very unfair.
So that's very clear. The issues are really stemming from our families.
From our families.
All right. So if you can be able to hack it from the family level, it's easy for us to reduce a little bit.
Exactly.
All right. Then when we come back from the short break, we're going to be talking about how do we know, how can we gauge, how can a parent identify my child is into drugs. All right. Ni science gani tunaweza kaa hivi uone huu mtoi wangu ameanza kujiisolate, ameanza kubehave in a particular way, and you know that this person is already into drugs. And also we're going to talk about the statistics for addiction, and we see whether rehabilitation works. And when does somebody need rehabilitation, ama zingine need therapy too. And then we bring a solution. So guys, the conversation is ongoing. Don't touch that dial. Remember, you have a role to play, especially if you are a parent. You have a role to play in the well-being of your children. You are the custodian. You are responsible for the welfare of those children. Don't over-pamper them. All right? Don't over-pamper them in a way that they grow up being irresponsible young people. It is very much important. I hear T.D. Jakes says, it is not what you leave to your children that matters. It is what you leave in them that matters. What inheritance are you going to leave in them? Real estates huisha, magari huisha, but what are the moral values, the character, the personality that you're going to shape in that child? That is what really will determine whether they can be able even to multiply and replenish whatever you're going to leave to their hands. Don't touch that dial. We're going to be right.
Step into a brighter future at Better You School. We are ready to nurture young minds from playgroup to grade 5, providing a foundation for a lifetime of learning in a serene Christian setting. Enroll in the ongoing intake. Take a step into a world of discovery and growth. Conveniently located in Barnabas along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway, just 400 meters off Ruby's petrol station on the way to Luna Hotel. We are at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas Sanctuary. To secure your spot, call 0790-899-899 or visit us at Chosen Generation Church Barnabas. Values and education come together to shape a better tomorrow. Better You School, bettering your future.
What's up, God's people? Welcome back. This is your brother and a friend Eric Mungai. We are at Havana Lodge, Pale White House. The details are on your screen. You need a home away from home. Tafadhali reach out to them. We have a very interesting conversation about drug and substance abuse, especially in Kenya. And it has all boiled down to our parenting styles. What are we doing in the family level? Because hizi shida mob zinatoka kwa family. I would like to quote something by Sheikh Muhammad bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Alisema, tough times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. And weak men create tough times. That is a cycle. We went through a tough times. Tough time created strong people, the millennials. Strong men create good times. So we have created some good times for our children. So good times are creating weak men. Weak men will create tough times, and the cycle continues. So you have had it. Don't allow your good times with your children to make tough times for them. Because as I repeat what DJ said, it is not what you leave to the children, it is what you leave in them that really matters. Statistics za rehabilitation ziko namna gani?
Every treatment facility is monitored by NACADA.
Okay.
NACADA is a government body that regulates what happens in the rehabs or the treatment centers. So they do the inspections every year. And last year, November, they went around the country doing the inspections. 350 rehabs were inspected. 350.
We have 350 rehabs in Kenya?
Yes.
Okay.
Those that were registered and they entered into records that they were inspected by NACADA.
Okay.
And out of the 350 rehabs, only 132 met the operating standards.
Only 132?
And out of these 132, I think 56, they are pending to be accredited until they improve their standards. So we are left with less than 50 that we can say they are doing what is really expected.
I hope hapo kuna Mkikuyu amesikia hapo kuna loophole ya biashara. Unajua Wakikuyu anapenda sana hizi gaps. Akisikia hivyo hapo ashapata biashara Joroge. So there's it's a need.
It's a need. In fact, I remember last year we had a meeting with NACADA and they were saying that we are only doing 10% of what is expected in matters treatment.
10%?
10%.
Wow.
So the demand for treatment is very high.
Hey.
And you can imagine 1.3 million people in Kenya needs rehabilitation.
1.3 million?
Yes.
They need rehabilitation?
Exactly. But again...
And we only have 100 and something rehabilitation centers?
132. The accredited ones.
Wow.
So it's a call, and I've heard our president talking about the fighting the issues of drugs in the country. There are plans to set up a facility, treatment facility in every county.
Ametenga, amenuia.
Ameweka. So we keep hoping that the 1.3 or the 1.5 million people in need of treatment will get help.
Now, let me ask, how do I know an accredited institution and the one that has not been accredited? For example, if I come to you as Presbyterian Care Center, how do I know whether you have been accredited? Can I ask?
Yes, you can ask. In fact, the first question is to ask, are you accredited by NACADA? Can I see your certificate?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, kuna certificate utapewa?
Yes.
Oh, I hope you guys had that. I didn't know that.
Any treatment facility you ask for, and you want to be very sure that the best program is being offered to your child, and there is value for your money, ask for accreditation certificate from NACADA.
Okay.
You also get to know, are these people working, having the right personnel?
Hapo kwa personnel, let me ask. I have come into the rehabilitation with my patients. Mimi sijui. Who are some of the personnel wenye ninafaa kupata kwa facility?
Number one, you ask whether this facility has a psychiatric nurse. Yes.
All right.
A psychiatric nurse is the key person in any treatment facility, because the entry point is screening and assessment.
Okay.
And I talked about now this is where we come about do they work, because we want to verify this is not only addiction that this person is battling. There is a comorbidity of a mental illness. There is a there's a medical condition.
So that we can know what exactly are we dealing with. Kuna addiction hapa, kuna mental mental illness hapa, and there's any other thing.
Na kuna medical problem, maybe it's an underlying
some
condition.
Underlying issues.
We need to verify, because you've had our patients dying in facilities.
Yeah.
And it happens, and I'm talking from experience. It happens because if you fail to verify, okay, some happen out of, not negligence, but you find that it was a chronic thing. We try to manage, but we were not able to manage. And you find that there are those that you don't just take your loved ones to any facility. Just get to know, are they the right people?
So personnel tumeanza, first things first, the accreditation certificate from NACADA, right? And then a psychiatric nurse. Then what?
And this facility should also have a contractual agreement with a psychiatric doctor.
Contractual agreement with a psychiatric doctor?
Yes.
Mwenye anakuja sasa on visit?
On visit. It can be on call, because the psychiatric nurse might want to consult a severe case. So you need to have an agreement with a psychiatric doctor. Normally, employing a psychiatric doctor, we cannot be able to pay them.
They're expensive,
so we enter into contract with them that on severe cases,
we're gonna call you. They're on call.
They're on call.
All right.
Yeah.
So those are three people. Tuko na document, tuko na psychiatric nurse, and on call the psychiatric doctor. Okay.
And again, ask whether there is a psychologist or a counselor in the facility. Kwa facility.
A psychologist or a counselor.
Yeah, normally NACADA wanauliza mwenye akona training ya universal treatment curriculum.
Okay.
That is something that is offered by NACADA. It's a universal thing, but majorly on treatment. Yeah, and that's why now we talk about addiction counselors. This person must be trained on UTC, Universal Treatment Curriculum. Okay. We also have social worker, and these ones we employ them as a resident people. Because during the night, the clients needs to be on close monitorship. So we employ social workers who also work as resident counselors.
I hope you guys have heard that you don't just walk into any medical rehabilitation center and surrender your loved one na ulipe na utoke now. Guys, check those documents, check whether those people are there, so that you can be able to get value for your money.
Another important person, the chef.
Oh, the chef. Nasawaje tumbo.
These people, they have to eat. And a balanced diet and a good diet. Remember, we are dealing with people who have not been eating for the longest time.
Yes.
Maybe a person has been to active addiction maybe for 10 years. Unapata mpaka intestines zilishikana. So it's like you're training this person to start feeding again.
I hosted a guy and then he said kuna venye tumbo yake ilikuwa inashikana na mgongo.
It's possible.
What makes drunkards wakatae food? Design hata nikimpe 100 bob, but lafikiria venye anaenda kula mamtura, masupu,
anakimbilia drugs. Remember, we say addiction is a very selfish disease.
It's selfish.
Very selfish. And that's why you'll find an active addict, as long as nimepata my drug of choice, hiyo chakula inaweza hiyo kazi inaweza potelea mbali. Yeah. And as long as my cravings are sorted. You think of a person who wakes up early in the morning at 5 anafikiria tu kutoa lock. Yeah. So it's it's like the bottle became the first wife, if I may use that term. So my life revolves around my bottle or my drug of choice. Yeah. So this person doesn't care. Nimekula, nimeoga, me I don't care. As long as my cravings, they are met.
How should we treat addicts out here, especially as family members? Because you see, it's more of a family disease.
Yeah.
How should we treat them?
I think we also say addiction is a family disease. And me, I tell people, the way I can walk in my house this evening and I find one of my kids sleeping in the couch with fever, the first thing I think is pick that child, take her to the hospital.
Yeah.
Same case with addiction.
Okay.
That urgency of treating this person, let us look for treatment facilities.
So we should treat this addiction and mental illnesses as normal physical illnesses.
In fact, we say addiction is a chronic brain disease. So the way we take care of our loved ones with diabetes and hypertension is the same way we should take care of this. But remember, with diabetes, we also change our diet because we want to create a new kind of lifestyle. So the same case with addiction, can we try to create a new kind of a lifestyle
for them?
Problem
ni unaona wa diabetes adanganyagi, wa addiction ni waongo. There's a way they lie, they manipulate. How do we get the balance? Because they are quite manipulative.
Yes. Remember, this is a brain disease. And you know, with the brain is the issues of the creating the reward pathway. Every time you feel good, you release that chemical. In comparison with diabetes, that you'll feel you don't want to eat, you're just down. So this is a disease that will give you a reward.
It's a disease that has a reward.
After you feel good, there'll be a reward. Wewe uko too high, uko dunia yako.
You don't care what every other person is saying or is thinking.
And that makes it now different from any other chronic illness. And that's why even as we treat these people with a lot of care, and that's why if you see NACADA closing down some treatment facilities, is because before we became an addict, the first thing, I am a person. So with a lot of dignity, I demand to be treated as a whole person, and my dignity is still intact. So even from families, and you see now, coming out of treatment and maintaining the recovery process, it also depends on the family.
Again. Because
there are those who will take their loved ones to treatment facilities, and then after 3 months, they're like, we've parted a lot of money, so we don't want to hear from you again. But they fail to understand this is the time that this person really needs them. Me, I tell families on intake, start thinking about the exit plan of this young man, because treatment for 3 months, what next after treatment? And that's where we go wrong, because I've parted with some thousands, so I don't feel like I can give some more. Remember, this person, again, inactive addiction, we lost our jobs. Some don't even have skills. So where does this person start? So it becomes like a cycle, you know. Rehab, relapse, rehab,
relapse, and all this is money, energy, time. And
who are being affected the most? The family. The family, because you cannot just sit back and watch your loved ones as they, you know, they die from addiction. You'd rather have tried something. And that's why we are saying even the continuum of care, because with treatment, we are doing our bit. What happens after rehabilitation? That is where...
After the 90 days.
The 90 days. And that is where the big problem is. Even in our country, even with NACADA, how is the continuum of care? How do we integrate these people back to the community? And again, given that the issues of unemployment. Yes, nimetoka rehab 3 months. Sina kazi. What made me to go drinking? Sikuwa job.
Sasa na bado sina job. My goodness.
So the family has a very integral role to play, because even after treatment, make sure that your loved one gets something to do.
Now let me ask, how do you know whether a case is for the rehabilitation ama ni case yenye mnaweza mpeana therapy and then they are good to go?
There are tools we use as I've said, from screening. We now take this client to the psychologist or counselor who uses a certain tool. We call it the assist or the screening tool also, that is used by counselors. We're able to tell, it's like a questionnaire. And you're able to tell that this person meets the criteria of being admitted, or you just do outpatient program. And number one that meets the criteria is that as long as this person can never function without taking the drug.
Huyo ako ndani already.
Huyo ako ndani already on treatment.
If they can never function.
If they cannot function without a drug, that one meets the criteria of being admitted.
Okay.
Another thing is that if they can abscond work or prioritize the use of drug before any other thing else. Before family, before work. Then that one meets the criteria.
Okay.
And again, how much are you taking and on what intervals are you taking?
Okay. I think those are practical enough for somebody to gauge even at home.
Yeah, even at home. Because if I, like people who drink daily, that is a problem. Daily you have a problem. But people who take it, maybe on weekends, that one you can do an outpatient program. Maybe you can say that I only take it over the weekend, but that weekend is a mess for me. You can start an outpatient program. Yeah, but who you are daily.
Who you are daily, the intervals daily, and then they
the
can
amount.
never do, and it is in big amounts.
In big amounts.
And then they can never function without the drug.
Exactly.
And then there's a third one you said?
They can forfeit to do any other thing as long as nitaka kwa pub Monday to Monday.
Yeah. They don't care about self, they don't care about others, they don't care about their jobs. The drugs come first. So ukihit hizo tatu wewe you're a
meet
candidate.
The criteria to be admitted in a rehab.
Wow. That's amazing. Now upon rehab kuna therapy utapea familia because unajua sasa kuna vile pia familia wako affected.
Yeah, in fact the second month we focus with the family.
The first month you focus with what?
The second month. The first month we focus with the patient. We want to manage the withdrawals. We want to manage the cravings. We are orienting this person to the program. But now in the second month, we call in the family. Because remember in active addiction, so many family members were wounded. Kuna mwenye Kate akiwa mlevi alipita na simu yake. Yeah?
Kuna jamaa nilisikia.
Kuna sufuria ilipotea kwa boma.
Kuna mwingine nilisikia aliuzaga gas mamake akipika.
Exactly. Kuna mwenye alikija akapita na TV akasema ni wezi wali. So a lot of wounds.
Hawa watu utesa watu.
So we just want them to come and make amends because we are now creating a new kind of life. I'm no longer the Catherine who was an addict, but I'm promising a new kind of life. So I want to make amends with my family. Na niwaambie it was out of that point of being an addict. Yeah.
Sasa ingia si ni uongo.
Sorry?
See, they lie. Sometimes they lie.
I can tell you, if you've never been manipulated, then get manipulated from an addict.
Hey, I feel.
Then you understand what manipulation is. Yeah, but with the family therapy, we are able to make them make amends, and again, because that is the key thing. And sometimes parents or families leave the facility happy. Because at least some will even tell you that we've never sat like this as a family. Wow. Thank you for giving us a safe space to express our emotions. So it's a healing journey for everyone in the family. A mother will come and tell you that this boy of mine has never talked to me with a lot of respect like I've seen today.
Wow.
Yeah?
That's amazing.
It's just amazing. Just amazing. In fact, today I'm a happy person. I've met a lady who brought her brother like 6 years ago.
Okay.
And she lives outside the country, but currently she's in the country, and she asked that we meet. So I'm just from meeting her, and she was telling me, anytime I see my brother, I see you.
The brother is fine?
Very fine in Nyeri and doing very well.
Really? So there are success stories that come from rehabilitation centers?
Hey. And sometimes they are like, they also train you to depend on God, because who can do that? I don't take any credit.
Yeah.
Because this is a man who had taken alcohol for the longest time. By the time he was coming to us, he was almost past 55 years.
Oh.
Yeah?
Talk about teaching an old dog new tricks.
And since the time he left, he has been sober.
Wow.
So the sister made sure that we need to meet today before she goes back.
And the brother is still okay?
In fact, I called him and he's very okay. He calls me, Kate, get to Anaikuru.
Yeah.
Hi.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it gives us, courage to, it lifts your spirit. In as much as you have relapse cases.
Yeah.
But again, you pause and you tell yourself, at least I have 10 or 15 that I know.
Success stories.
They are doing well.
That's amazing. How about a relapse case that really bruised your morale? Ukona, will I continue doing this?
There is one that almost made me say that now enough is enough.
What happened?
This guy, we stayed with him for 7 months.
Normal program is 3 months.
Normal program is 3 months.
Huyu kakadai 7 months.
But he stayed with us for 7 months.
Uh-huh.
And I can tell you the very first day he left PCC.
After 7 months?
Yes.
The very first day?
The very first day. Aliokota kwa mtaro.
Goodness.
But today as we speak, I am happy for that gentleman. In fact, on his own, he called me, akaniambia, I want to come back. Remember, it is after 7 months. Yes.
Na kuko mtaro?
Na kuko mtaro. He told me, Madam Kate, I want to come back. Send me fare.
Aya.
I didn't trust him the first time. But nikasema, let me give him a benefit of doubt.
Akikula.
I sent him the fare. Do you know he came? And he stayed for 2 weeks. After that, as we speak, he has brought me close to 7 clients.
Wow.
Driving them from their homes to the facility.
Wow. He reformed?
He reformed. In fact, last December, last month, he did a very colorful wedding in Nevasha. I was there.
Wonderful.
So me, I know sometimes it can be very disappointing, especially to the guardians. Remember, this is a person who has parted with a lot of money for 7 months.
That's a lot of
money. And that very day he went drinking.
It's tough.
But somehow he again found himself. And today as we speak, last month...
So can we say relapse is part of the healing process?
In fact, relapse is in the wheel of change. It's only that we cannot just go telling parents that...
Relapse is in the wheel of change?
It is the wheel of change.
Really?
We start from contemplating to stop.
Okay.
Contemplation to contemplating.
Okay.
And then to action, to maintenance, to relapse. Again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ebu, I think that will be very encouraging. This is your camera. Nataka muangalie, there's a parent, amepeleka mtoto rehab, amerudi, amerelapse, amempeleka ingine, amerelapse, mpaka amechoka. Please, a word of encouragement to these parents.
What I can tell this parent is that we don't give up. Or we don't become hopeless, especially when we are dealing with our loved ones. And I really love them to draw from a point whereby assume this person is battling cancer. Assume this person is battling diabetes. We try so hard to make sure they have taken their medications, to make sure they are taken care of. In fact, if they need nurse aid in our homes, we even employ nurse aids in our homes. So take addiction as such. And you'll never go wrong, and especially when you're taking care of your loved one who is battling the disease of addiction. Draw your strength from what if it was cancer, how would I handle my son?
Wow.
If it was diabetes, how would I handle my son? Draw your strength from that.
That's amazing. How about to the addicts? What message will you have? Because kuna wengine they're almost suicidal by the and in that criteria, there's wanataka ku commit suicide because I have had many. Interacted with many, wanataka kabisa kutoka. They're just unable to get out of this life.
Sure.
How can you encourage those who are battling these menace?
Yeah, I can say that not all will afford to come to treatment, and sometimes professional help becomes the vital part of, I want to change, so I need that professional help. Because remember that I think last time we were talking about on instant stoppage, the body will scream, and it will scream from the withdrawal symptoms. Especially for the alcoholics, they can be very fatal because they even die.
They can die?
Yes.
Really?
Because
on
of the
stoppage? Yes.
Because mwili mezoea Eric. So nimewachisha tu pap.
Aya. Hapo ndo nagongona kale
gadhitima. So with gadhitima, you give him the wrong thing as a way of first aid. We lose that.
And by the way, Ebu, how am I supposed to handle gadhitima?
Gadhitima, you get any drink, at least unamnusia ama unamnyunyuzia.
Yenye anapenda?
Yeah.
Umesikia? Mgonjwa wako, mlevi wako amepatwa na gadhitima, anatijika hivi, si epilepsy. Unachukua pombe unamnusisha. Akisikia anarudi.
Yeah.
Tusimpoteze.
So because not all will get to treatment facilities because of the cost implications.
Yeah,
I would love to tell those people with substance use disorder outside there, or the addicts as we call them, that currently we are having Alcoholic Anonymous fellowships.
Okay.
Get to know where they are. Because
for example, in Nakuru, do you have such?
In Nakuru, we are in the process of establishing one at PCA Dr. Arthur.
Okay, yeah, that's a central place.
Yeah, that's a central place.
Okay.
And these Alcoholic Anonymous fellowships, it's for anyone who is willing to quit. Anyone. You feel it's free. There's no dues that you're going to be asked from you to pay.
Okay.
There's no admission fee. There's nothing. Very free.
Okay.
So as they roll out, they also have their own website, the Alcoholic Anonymous. So you are there and you're battling addiction. You have no money for treatment. Look for these AA programs. Even online, they are there. If you get the physical meetings where they meet, go and meet with these people. In fact, I attended one in Nairobi, PCA Evergreen, and they are doing quite a good job, Eric. Wow. These are addicts who are feeling that I want to quit, and they meet every Wednesday evening.
They encourage each other.
They come, they sit down, they have their own Bible. It's called the Big Book, and they read a chapter.
Bible called the Big Book.
Yeah.
Ni Bible yetu hii?
No, isi ile yetu.
Ni yao.
Hiyo ni ya walevi. It's called the Alcoholic Anonymous. And you know where they drew the name Alcoholic Anonymous? It's Catherine and Eric. We want to stop drinking. So we come together. I want to introduce myself with my two names.
Oh.
So I just use my one name. I am Catherine, I'm a recovering addict. Just that. Usai kujua beyond that.
Zaidi ya hiyo, it's between me and my God. Anonymous. So they come in, and it's a safe space. You can vent out, you can say anything. They share their own stories. There's a time they have closed meetings. These closed meetings is that we are only walevi peke yetu, and we are discussing, where am I coming from? What are the mess that I've ever done in my active addiction? That sounds so productive. By the way, in fact, I'm looking forward, because I'll be training guys in Dr. Arthur to establish one. And I'm really looking forward to one day that we'll have an Alcoholic Anonymous fellowship in Nakuru. It's going to happen soon. Wow. Yeah. Hey, that's amazing. Parting shots to our viewers, and how will they get your services? Thank you, Eric. It's good to be here once again. To our viewers, Presbyterian Care Center is a treatment facility under the PCA Church. We are at a place called Mbaruko, a Shareria Center. So if you want to get to us, can I give our number? Of course. 0707 999 214. 0707 999 214. Again, I am Catherine Gogi. Asante sana, Catherine. Now, before you call Catherine na hiyo shida yote, call on Jesus. All right? I have an antidote for your problem. His name is Jesus. I can't overemphasize that. He's the only name I know. He's the only person I know mwenye anaweza kutoa kongori anytime, any day. Call on him. He says, nobody who calls on my name will be put to shame. It's as simple as saying, Lord Jesus, help me. I'm in trouble. I'm in mess. Please come through for me. Receive him as your personal Lord and Savior. He is able to give you a new leaf. Your brain isha shrink na ikakuwa perforated. He is able to give you a new one. Hata kama scientist hawajaijua. He is able to give you a new liver. Kama hiyo isha kulo na liver cirrhosis. He is able to give you a new life entirely. Run to him. Run to Jesus. He is not mad at you. He's not waiting to punish you. Don't wait. Don't walk in condemnation. Just run to him. And he is a savior who is closer than a brother. I know there's a number on your screen. Kindly text that number to Mamlaka Television. Tell them that you want to receive Jesus Christ, and they will lead you to Christ. Shalom. Let's keep walking by faith.
Step into a world of beauty and elegance, where we bring you the latest and trendiest beauty products and equipment that cater to your every need. From luxurious skincare essentials infused with natural African ingredients to a wide array of makeup products that celebrate the diverse beauty of East Africa, we have it all. At East Africa Cosmetics, we understand that beauty comes from within. That's why we also offer a hand-picked selection of holistic wellness products to nourish your body and soul. With our state-of-the-art beauty equipment, you can now bring the salon experience to the comfort of your own home. Discover top-of-the-line hair dryers, beauty tools, and grooming essentials that will leave you looking and feeling your best. Whether you're a makeup enthusiast, a skincare devotee, or a salon professional, East Africa Cosmetics is here to support your beauty journey every step of the way. But wait, there's more. Our knowledgeable and friendly staff is always ready to assist you in finding the perfect products tailored to your unique style and preferences. So, why wait? Visit us today at Jala Plaza Nakuru, Gusii Road adjacent to Kenyatta Avenue on your way to Tidy's Hotel, or Carnation Building along Mosque Road opposite Showmut Plaza. Call us on 0721 340 643. Visit our social media platforms, East Africa Cosmetics. And let East Africa Cosmetics be your trusted partner in beauty and wellness. East Africa Cosmetics, where East Africa's beauty comes to life.
Step into a brighter future at Better You School. We are ready to nurture young minds from playgroup to grade 5, providing a foundation for a lifetime of learning in a serene Christian setting. Enroll in the ongoing intake. Take a step into a world of discovery and growth. Conveniently located in Barnabas along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway, just 400 meters off Ruby's petrol station on the way to Luna Hotel. We are at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas Sanctuary. To secure your spot, call 0790-899-899 or visit us at Chosen Generation Church Barnabas. Values and education come together to shape a better tomorrow. Better You School, bettering your future.
Dreams come to life when you own a piece of the future, a place you can proudly call your own. And that dream is now within your reach. Ingenious Land and Properties Limited. Discover our projects, each offering you the opportunity to invest in your future. Piave Baraka Gardens, just 549,000 shillings. Miti Mingi Baraka Gardens, an incredible value at 349,000 shillings. Gilgil Langalanga Gardens, your dream home for only 349,999 shillings. Subukia Baraka Garden, secure your future for just 150,000 shillings. Sunrise Baraka Gardens at only 699,000 shillings. For more information and to reserve your spot, contact us on 0723 777 555. Visit www.ingeniuslandandproperties.com. Visit our offices in Nairobi at Unicity Mall Rooms 26 along Thika Road, Gilgil office next to Chawaka Supermarket, and Nakuru office CK Patel Building 8th floor Wing A. Ingenious Land and Properties Limited. Secure your future with us. Step into a brighter future at Better You School, conveniently located in Barnabas along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway. We are ready to nurture young minds from playgroup to class 1, providing a foundation for a lifetime of learning in a serene Christian setting. Enroll in the ongoing January intake and take a step into a world of discovery and growth. Located just 400 meters off Ruby's petrol station on the way to Luna Hotel, we are at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas Sanctuary. To secure your spot, call 0790-899-899 or visit us at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas. Better You School, bettering your future.
Mamlaka Television, impacting generations.